All right, everyone. Welcome. I've been putting this off for a while, and this is not the ideal location I saw myself doing this in, or the ideal time of day. But, my friends, I was up since 2 a.m. It's now 4 a.m., and I decided I could not sleep without doing this right now with you here outside while it's drizzling. I'm not sure where to look. If I look at myself or if I look at my camera. It's easier to look at myself, so I might be looking at myself or else I get a little distracted. Okay. I have so much to share, which is why I should have been doing this a long time ago. But listen. I'm here to talk about real solutions, common sense. I'm here to talk about things I've seen that actually practically work and things that I see are clearly not working on every level, on a personal level, on a community level, on a global level, all the things. Because we all know now more than ever, common sense solutions, practical solutions that target the individual at an individual level is needed now more than ever. We live in a situation right now where so many people are falling into they're falling into different beliefs, concepts, ideas, things that they think will be the solution for them because it makes them feel a certain type of way. Such as, we're gonna start to be specific, okay? I've been pretty general so far for the first 2 minutes and 52 seconds now. And this is where some of you are gonna stop listening. This is where some of you are gonna shut off. This is where some of you are gonna decide, I am not gonna listen to this person. I'm not gonna listen to any more of her podcasts because I didn't like that one thing she said that one time about that one thing that I personally identify with, and it makes me feel good, and it's been a solution for me. But I'm not here to bring through Band-Aid solutions. I'm not here to bring through what makes you feel good. Unfortunately, that has brought us to where we are today as a society, and that is not a good place. If you think where we're at in society is developed, is advanced and prosperous and in a good place, then you clearly are a part of the problem. And I'm not trying to attack you. I'm not trying to blame you because I am equally a part of this. We have collectively co-created the reality we're in right now, which absolutely sucks, okay? Do you see how over 20,000, okay, let's think about that number for a second before I move on, the relevance to that number. How many people do you know? Like, how many people do you think you could name if you saw a picture of them? How many friends do you have on Facebook? Do you actually know all of them? Okay, it's less than 20,000, okay? You know, less than 20,000 people. Now imagine all of you and everybody you know, died today. Because that's what's happening every day. To children, due to preventable causes. That means something that we could have prevented. That means a basic need was not met. Do you understand how abundant the world is that we live in right now? And I'm not speaking in terms of how it feels, okay? The world is being exploited for profit and power. And what is that creating? That is creating a denial of what's here and the consequences being created by denying what is here. What is here is life. Imagine that. I'm a part of that. You're a part of that. The chickens at my house are a part of that. The birds making noise in the background right now are a part of that. The bugs making noise in the background are a part of that. Everything that is here right now is a part of that. But guess what? It is not being considered. If you were given to as you would like to be, as you would like to receive, you would be fully considered. The life that you've lived would be considered. You in your totality in this moment would be considered. Basic needs are basic rights. If the world and all of life within it is considered equally. Ooh, she's getting crazy out here. Am I really? Is it really that crazy to think that we shouldn't be bulldozing rainforests? That we could come up with a alternative solution to that? Is that really that crazy? You know what's crazy? Allowing people's ego and feelings that if you actually look into and study and understand the mind, how deep are we going to go on this first podcast here? 8 minutes in, and I'm already talking about the mind. First podcast? I don't think anyone's ready for that. Let's be honest. Let's just go back to a bit more general. A bit more general. Just a little bit. It's a little chilly. So, if I was, let's go with a sloth in the rainforest. Yeah, I would not be cool with that. But why, as a human who is not a sloth in the rainforest, am I okay with that? And then you say, well, I'm not okay with that. Your actions on a day-to-day basis say that you're okay with that. It's called tacit approval. And you think, oh, I'm just one person. Oh, there's no way that I can make a difference with anything on that scale. I have no power. That is a lie that you've been told and sold. You probably were educated through the education system, or somebody else who was educated in the education system, or somebody who was not taking responsibility in their life. Because they taught you not to take responsibility in your life. Of your life. Of life. Why are you separating yourself from the rest of life? Well, if you actually considered life fully, you would understand the pain and suffering that it is going through every day, and it would not be comfortable. Instead, we've been told to feel good now. But that is in denial of what is happening in reality. How are you supposed to feel good now when there's genocides happening all around the world? There's people being killed, stabbed, shot in your backyard. You may think you're removed from all of that, but you're not. That is becoming very evident right now with the current state of the world. No political ideology currently in implementation in the world has a real solution. You know why? Because all of it is based on a population that is not educated. That is why. Because a population who is educated is not controllable. The global elite do not think the average person can change. And guess what? You saying you do not need to be educated is a sign that you are not educated. I was there once too. I'm still not educated. I'm still in the process of becoming highly educated. It takes time because guess what? I had 20 some years of programming and of not being effectively supported to be highly educated. The most important thing you can do to counter all abuse happening in the world on a global scale is to take responsibility for yourself through educating yourself and taking responsibility for your reactivity internally, your addiction to feelings and emotions, your addiction to energy. I am here as a walking example, as someone who's in the process of taking full responsibility for my reactivity and addiction to energy, who was not educated, who believed to be educated, because I had ideas about the world and I thought I knew something. And I'm now realizing how little I actually knew and how much I have to learn. I am an example of somebody who is willing to question everything. Not just what makes me feel good. Not just the things that I don't consider my identity. What do you mean, Jessica? What I mean is, most people identify with a certain set of things, whether it's beliefs or events that happened in their life or ideologies, political belief, political parties, political whatever. They identify with that. They believe on a core, fundamental level that defines who they are as a being. Where did those things come about? What are those things? Well, did any of those things become established within a consideration of all life? Were those memories and situations that happen in your life, are they in reality in this moment? They are in my mind, they are in my body, they are in my scars, they're here. That is called trauma that you have not healed, and you have instead chosen to identify with, which is repeating the pattern of trauma in the world. Do you want to continue to accept and... So, okay. If the rainforest is being torn down, and we don't like that the rainforest is being torn down, shouldn't we stop tearing it down? So shouldn't you equally stop participating in the things that are not supporting you fundamentally? Guys, left or right, up or down, king or whatever kind of situation you think or you find yourself in, or you think this is it. I'm telling you, it's not. You know what is? Becoming highly educated. I mean highly educated. I mean the ability to read absolutely anything and understand it. Can you pick up any subject, a book on any subject, and read it and understand it? Oh, yeah, I can read the words on the page. Can you actually? Every single word on the page? Do you know the definition of all those words? No, obviously not. Yeah, that's a problem. Am I there yet? No. Am I in the process of doing so? And have I found tools that can help me do so at a very rapid rate? Yes. Yes, I have. And they're amazing. And I'm not only using it for myself, my husband is using it, Mitchell Snyder. You can go to his YouTube, find more content. I'm very, very fresh into this content. But you can go check him out, Mitchell Snyder. I don't know if I'll be doing this or not, but maybe linking him here. It'll probably end up down there in the notes and not right there on the little button thing because I'm not that advanced yet. But that's me in the future, right? Mitchell Snyder. Okay, it'll be in the comments. My children use it. My son is not even 3 years old, and he's starting to read, which was predicted by me before getting pregnant. I was pregnant. I went live. I shared with the world that my son will be reading by 3 years old. He was 2. He was 2. I'm serious. He's known his full alphabet, uppercase and lowercase, for almost a full year now. Numbers, got it. 1 through 10, down. 1 through 100, working on right now. 2-letter words, 3-letter words, some 4, 5, 6-letter words. The man is on a mission to be highly educated. You know why? When we're little children, we want to learn. We're sponges. We're wanting to understand everything. Why do you think kids ask why? They want to know. They want to know. And if you can foster that, encourage that, and develop their ability to go and learn anything through giving them a very high vocabulary, a high processing ability. I'm talking kinesthetic, auditory, and visual. All these people are here. I'm a visual learner this. I'm a visual learner that. Yeah, that was the thing that was developed most. But the other things are still in there. That's why you can hear the words that I'm saying. It's called auditory processing. Hello. Your brain has the capabilities, just wasn't supported to fundamentally develop all of them efficiently and effectively. So, how do you do so? How do you develop all the processing abilities in a child from a very young age with a high vocabulary? How do you do that? How does one do this? Well, it's a very simple process. And it only takes 5 to 10 minutes a day, every day. But you as a parent should be doing it too. And I don't know, first podcast, I already was dabbling into the political systems and supporting people to realize how uneducated they actually were, which is why they're super controllable, which is why we have the systems we do, which is why we have so much abuse that we have. Because, you know, a population who is not highly educated is easily manipulated and distracted. Distracted by things that aren't actually fundamentally going to make a difference in a very short amount of time. If you haven't seen where AI and automation are, you're in denial. You're in denial of reality. If you haven't been reading any sci-fi books within your lifetime, you need to go do so. Understand what they're trying to create and what they're in the process of creating right now. I'm talking Tesla in-home humanoid robots within 2 to 5 years in your neighbor's house. Data centers guzzling up all your water and making your electricity bill go right now. It's happening right now. Right now. Data centers. That is happening to people. It may not be happening to you right now, but I guarantee you, your local government is in the process of passing and allowing that to happen. But why? Why are people doing this? Because of survival, because they are families, because they don't know better. They don't know better. They just want to survive. A song just popped up in my head. Do you want to survive until you die, or live until you leave? Gotta stand up, gotta have vision of a world where each is equal and one. I'll put that song in the show notes. Is that what it's called? The show notes? We're in it, guys. 24 minutes in. First podcast. This is fun. This is fun. This is it. This is it. Okay, this is what's been missing. I'm here now. We're here now. Okay? It's okay. If you don't know, you don't know. But now you know. You should reach out to Mitchell. Reach out to Mitchell. Okay, he's really cool. How do I know that? He's my husband. I've been with him, walking alongside him for 5 years now. And He's an amazing human being who fundamentally wants the world to be a better place. And he's found a couple tools that he 100% is certain will help the world be a better place. And he's doing everything in his power to share those tools. I mean, come on. And now I'm over here like literally 4 a.m. Been up since 2 a.m. I can't sleep. I'm like, dude, this is it. I'm getting up. I literally put on the clothes I had on yesterday because I didn't want to wake the boys up to try and find something else to wear. Put on Mitchell's sweater thing. I don't even know because it was cold. Too cold to not have something else on. And I'm here sharing it with you. The world is not highly educated whatsoever. Even the global elite, even the people doing crazy shit in the world, building and inventing and shit. Guess what? If they're not considering all life, they're not highly educated. True education is understanding your equality and fundamentally giving as you want to receive, which considers all life, not just humans. Guess what? If you turn the planet to shit, humans' life, quality of life, and life at all no longer exists. No way. Hello. Anyways, I was going to get into the education system, but then I was like, man, I don't know if people are ready for that. Like, do you even know who started the education system? Do you know why they started the education system? Are you an absolute lunatic? Actually, though, like, you have been sold that you are not educated enough to educate your children. And yet, all it takes is a 4-year degree. Oh, that person is highly educated enough to educate your children on how reality works. Yes. What? There's so many school shootings happening right now, guys. Kids should not have to go to school to be educated. Parents should not have to be in a situation where they have to send their kids to school. Your starting point in having kids should be to raise effective human beings that will contribute to society. There's people in the drug trade in Mexico right now who don't even know for sure, and some, depending on where they are in the line of the drug trafficking, some know, most don't even know what they're bringing over to the U.S. You know what they know? Makes them a lot of money to pay for their kids, their family. You know what they know? They're one tiny little step in the process of it getting over here. They don't even, like, people have this image in their mind of what it's like one person doing the whole thing. It's like, dude, there's so many layers. One person is doing one tiny little layer. Like, there's literally, say, one person or a small little group of people whose task, their sole task in the step of getting, say, fentanyl over here, their role is to slap some coffee, fabric softener, and mustard on and wrap that shit up. That's all they do. Somebody else brings it to them and somebody else takes it out. That's it. They're just wrapping it. And they're like, yeah, well, pays good. There's no other work. Provides for my family. How many people are dying of fentanyl every day? Okay, well, guess what? Mirrored is the same thing in politics. You have career politicians who really don't give a damn about what they're doing. They're putting food on the table. They want to be reelected. Ooh, Jess. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Did you just compare those two things? Oh, Jess. No way. Get her out of here. I don't even know what the rules and regulations are on YouTube. So this is me just on my phone camera, and I'm gonna have to ask Mitchell the best place where to put all this. Take her down. What is it called? Deplatform. Yeah, well, here we are, and my laptop is soaked because it's been drizzling this whole time, and my phone is resting on my laptop because I needed a light without waking everyone else up because I'm outside. My laptop is also going into sleep mode, so I think we'll call it for now. But thanks for joining. One of many to come. Let's bring through real practical solutions in the world by taking more responsibility on an individual level so we collectively can take more responsibility for the world that we're creating.